If it comes to being responsible adult, managing my own finance, I'm somewhere between 10 and 12 years old. This is Pentax K3m3 Monochrome. So imagine this. Today is 2023. We have Leica M11, we have Leica Q3 right on the release. We have Sony ZV-E1, we have Sony's with fantastic features. We have Lumix S5 Mark II on the way. And there it comes little producer from the Japan, Pentax. And in 2023 they are releasing camera without color and without tilting screen. I firstly saw this camera on Samuel Lintaro video. He announced it, he reviewed it, and to be honest, it blows my mind. In 2023, when everyone is racing to the features, Pentax is coming with the camera without color, without tiltable screen, and the most important thing, this is DSLR, so it has a mirror. We are in Bielsko-Biala, and today we will check if in 2023 the Pentax DSLR can still be used on streets. So, will it street? I have this camera around 2 weeks now, so I bought it right away when it was announced. And from this couple of days, what I can certainly be sure and what I can say to you is yes, this camera definitely can shoot and can be used on streets as a street photography camera. With this lens that you can see here, this is 21 millimeters 3.2 DA Pentax lens. It's a small package. It's pretty sharp. It's not that bright lens, but well, the differences between RGB or monochrome sensor, you can Google it. This is not the tutorial for the monochrome cameras, but what I can say to you, ISO performance, the low light performance of this camera is absolutely amazing. When I have color camera and I have ISO around 6400 or even 3200, this camera just start up. I've shot this for ISO 25,000 or even 52,000, and the grain is pretty pleasant. So if you are shooting in low light situations, if you need this low light performance, and you shoot black and white, obviously, monochrome camera is definitely for you. And from myself, you know, I'm struggling a lot. I like color, I like black and white. Right now, I bought this because I really respect Pentax for listening to their users. There is a couple of obvious advantages having DSLR camera, and there are a couple of obvious disadvantages. So the body of the camera is really sturdy. It's built like a tank. You can feel it in your hand. This is magnesium alloy body with the fantastic profiled grip. To be honest, it's one of the most comfortable grips in the camera that I ever had. And this grip is really, trust me, it's really amazing. And with this lens, this camera is perfectly balanced. Probably when I attach a bit bigger lens or something heavier to the front, it might get a bit front heavy, but with this grip, come on, this is really fantastic. Why the Canon or why the Sony can't figure grip out? You know, what is difficult with designing grip? The next thing that is probably wondering you is the battery life. The battery life is amazing in this camera. I have one battery, and for the Leica I have 2 batteries, for the Canon I have 2 batteries, for the Ricoh I have like 5 batteries because they suck. And with this camera, with DSLR, the battery life is amazing. The obvious disadvantage is quite loud shutter sound. because you have mirror inside, which is moving basically when you press the shutter button. So that's, oh, I love that sound. For Christ's sake, I really love that sound. Trust me, there is no mirrorless camera that sounds so good as the good old DSLR. The mirror clapping sound, it's fantastic. But to the point, this is the obvious disadvantage. If you are working in the quiet environment and you need quiet shutter, of course you can always activate the silent shutter mode, which is basically the live view, or you can use the electronic shutter. The electronic shutter, if you are using electronic shutter on the dynamic sense, you know it can cause some problems like rolling shutter effect. But if you are photographing static scenes or not fast moving subjects, there it should be no problem with using electronic shutter up to 1/8000 of a second. Photographing on the streets with the DSLR with the optical viewfinder is really refreshing. Usually in the era of mirrorless, which is recording me actually right now, you don't have it. You have only screen constantly, lighting up to your eyes. And here where you don't have it, you have just optical view of the scene around you. You can work on the thing that is actually happening. It's really refreshing. I really like that. And to be honest, I have a rangefinder camera where I photograph exclusively on the OVF. So this is really like, feeling at home for me. So to sum up today's video, I just wanted to tell you that do not be afraid of using DSLRs on the streets. These are still very capable cameras. There may be not so tech features, so not so feature-packed, no tech savvy as the Sony mirrorless cameras or Canon mirrorless cameras, but they are pretty comfortable to use. They have fantastic bodies, fantastic grip, and you cannot mistake that sound. So if you want to use the DSLR on the streets, you can do this. And to be honest, I'm falling in love with this Pentax again after 12 years of not using DSLRs. Thank you for your time, and see you in the next video. Bye.